All right, what up, what up? Yeah, tonight's lesson we will be talking about why peace is the way. Now this lesson right here is very, very important. So I hope y'all tap in with me, make it through the whole video, and I promise you, if you're really paying attention, you'll see that these dynamics play out in a lot of people's life. You know what I'm saying? We just are unaware. So we want to get past the surface level understanding. We're gonna tap into a little something more deeper so we can truly have a good understanding and comprehension of what's going on. All right, so why peace is the way. So we're gonna talk about meditation and stillness, why this is important. And it's not our guru spiritual aspects. This is real dynamics in relationships, And we gotta understand that avoiding toxic environments, watching drama, all these things, it really does affect us. Like, so when we watch stuff on TV, right? Like, I don't want to put no names out there of any particular channels or anything like that, but I'm just going to say when you're watching a lot of drama and a lot of BS on TV, it causes you to be desensitized to that kind of information, right? So now when you going through your life and your relationships, your situationships, now you start to plan out with more drama and doing more things of that nature because you've been desensitized to it. It's nothing to you. You understand what I'm saying? But what you don't realize is that these emotions that we carry, they become addictive. So that means that you want more and more of it. The more you enable yourself to do that, you want more and more, more and more. You know what I'm saying? You don't even realize it. You are unconscious of this. That's the drama, the stress. That's all the BS. So in peaceful states, we're able to think clear. See, where peace is, that's where clarity lives. Where stress is, that's where cloudiness lives. You know what I'm saying? So it's clarity versus cloudiness. That's the duality. So you can just think about all the. I think I posted a paragraph earlier talking about all of the emotions that's tied into the stressful state. All right. So the peaceful state, let's just say peace starts at let me look at my chart right quick. So willingness, acceptance, reason, love, joy, peace, enlightenment. Light means truth. So just honoring these truths would help you to stay in your clarity. So and that takes discipline at times. So in peaceful states, we are able to think clearly and get more done. We become productive and creative. You are more productive and more creative. That don't mean you just sitting around chilling. That's not necessarily what peace is. A peaceful state is when you can go through your day, live in your home without walking on eggshells or somebody always trying to hit you with some drama. You know what I'm saying? The TV ain't up listening to music that's just all about drama and violence, and the TV ain't just on brrr, pop, 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 pop. You know what I'm saying? Just like a whole bunch of the TV all loud. You know what I'm saying? You want to have a fish tank in your house or something. You know what I'm saying? Burn some incense up in that thing. You know what I'm saying? Play some frequency healing music or something. Just try something a little different. It ain't gotta be frequency healing music. Play some jazz, R&B, whatever works for you. If you hip hop, you know what I'm saying? But just try to keep it in a peaceful direction, instrumentals, whatever the case, whatever works for you. So use your imagination on that one, you know what I'm saying? So in stressful environments, it causes a buildup, and this right here, this gonna be a kicker for y'all. Some of y'all know this already though. So in stressful environments, it causes a buildup of estrogen, which causes men to take on feminine energies. Now, stressful environments causes estrogen buildup in men and women. But in men, now men are taking on more feminine energies, like they in their feelings more. They talking from an opinionative state more, and they not doing the correct thing as a man, standing on their facts and logic, standing on business. You know what I'm saying? Being balanced and in clarity and calm, cool, and collect. You know what I'm saying? Like a masculine man would. So that's what happens. So and then women, it causes women to be imbalanced. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't talking about your pH balance. I'm talking about mentally, emotionally. Now she all mad, don't know why she mad. She coming off a little cuckoo, you know what I'm saying? And she don't realize she coming off like that. But now everybody in the house looking at her like, what's wrong with her? She crazy, you know what I'm saying? So you don't want to call her crazy because now she's like, I'm not crazy. And then now she got to go through her day thinking that maybe she got a problem. That maybe she crazy, but it was really based on the environment. You know what I'm saying? Because now she has too much of an estrogen buildup, and now they calling him weak. You know what I'm saying? They say he acting like a P or a B, a BITCH. You know what I'm saying? Say he must have been raised by his mama, right? You know what I'm saying? They start talking like that because basically the environment, the estrogen built up in his body as well, so which caused him to take on more feminine energies. You know what I'm saying? That's when I told y'all this. masculine energy versus feminine energy. Masculine energy is facts and logic. Feminine energy is opinions and emotions. It's facts versus opinions, logic versus emotions. So, not saying that we don't know got both, but see, men, we tend to operate out of reason when we operate out of emotion. And most of the time, our opinions gonna be based on facts. Same with women in the household, they might operate more from opinions and emotions, but most of the time they're gonna fall in line with facts and logic if they respect that man, if they trust that man. But see, with him stepping outside of himself, they can't trust him now. That's why I made that last video about trust. First you lose trust, then you lose respect, then you lose, I'm gonna have to repost, I think I deleted it. So first you lose trust, then you lose respect, then you lose submission, then you lose control. And now he wondered why he done lost all them things because of the stressful environment, whether induced by him or by her. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get to the nitty gritty of why these things happening. And see, that causes a disconnect. So now it's disconnecting the household. This is how relationships separate. I mean, partners, they're not together no more. It creates division in the home, you know what I'm saying? With something that could have actually been beautiful. It creates division. You know, I'm saying this from experience myself. I'm just being honest with you. I done been through this multiple times, you know. And sometimes you can't go back from things, you know what I'm saying, but you can explain these things and hopefully get to a better state, you know what I'm saying? So let's go to the next thing. So as you allow yourself to go through these stressful environments, stressful emotions more and more, you literally telling your subconscious mind. See, your subconscious mind don't do no thinking. The subconscious mind is just observing everything. So the subconscious mind is not like, so that's what we like. So remember, consciousness is awareness. So your subconscious is like a sub level of awareness. It's not doing no thinking. It's just taking the information. So now it's like, oh, so this is what we like. You watching it on TV, all the drama. You listening to all the drama. It's drama in the household. So guess what? Now the subconscious mind believes that this is what we like. So now this is our addiction. So every time something going down, everything peaceful, guess what? Your subconscious mind like, no, it's gonna give you that urge. No, we want drama. Bring this up. Let's talk about this. Something negative, right? So now you like, even though it's peace, you like, you done just threw some negativity out there now. Let's say it's people in the home, they trying to take it in a peaceful direction, but the other part, like, just from you taking it into a peaceful direction, it causes them to go into the other direction naturally. That's the duality. That's the yin and the yang of that. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's gonna be the same thing. If that person tries to go peaceful, it's gonna cause the other person to do it. It's unconscious. So it's became from a conscious dialogue of peace. It's to create a subconscious dialogue of stress and negativity, which all happens unconsciously. You see what I'm saying? So if you understand, rewind it a little bit, it'll make sense. So the relationship suffers from a disconnect, you know. So that's what that is. So let's move on. Let me make sure I ain't missing nothing. I write it down so I can make sure I got it for y'all. All right. Oh yeah. Here we go. So you know, you want to meditate, avoid drama, avoid toxic foods and environments. All right. So let me see if I'm missing anything. I mean, I said this, but I'm gonna say it again. So, this, especially if one partner is naturally peaceful and keeps the peace, and the other partner is confrontational, it causes a disconnect and an imbalance in the relationship. All right. So, so this is what needs to go down. So, emotional maturity is key. So, we don't want a household with two people in a home that both of them are emotionally immature, or one person is emotionally mature and the other person isn't emotionally mature. Because now what's going to happen is when they trying to rise up and they trying to get their partner to understand, they partner finna start hitting them with low blows because they don't fully comprehend where you coming from. So now the best thing that they can do is go low because they can't go high. That's just instinct right there. That is just human nature, instinctive nature. You get what I'm saying? So you can't blame them. You can't fault them for that because they don't know. Now, if they respect you and they respect knowing that you are standing on truth, they just might fall in line with that, you know what I'm saying? So now that they fell in line with it, now they can find it. It might have to dwell on them for a couple of days. That's what I'm saying. Somebody got to show up. So when somebody show up correctly, it shows everybody else around that, okay, this is what that looks like. I appreciate that. I want to do the same thing. I respect that game. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? So emotional maturity is key. It's something that's not taught in schools, you know what I'm saying? But at the School of Divine Mathematics, at my school, it's going to be a major curriculum. Trust that. Emotional intelligence is going to be a major curriculum. For real, though. Believe that. So let's move on. So, alright. I done just busted it all down for y'all. Okay, so look. Now how do we want to find solutions to overcoming these stressful states, because what's going on when you go through your life every day, all day, in this fight or flight, stressful environment type time, it's not just gonna be easy to just, you can fake it and be like, I'm just gonna be peaceful from now, because it is mind over matter. So you can work with your mind, but you gotta understand it's not just about the mind. So it's not just the mind, but the heart. Not only peace, but love. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying it again, it's not just the mind, but it's the heart. The heart wants peace. You know what I'm saying? So because your heart wants peace, you know what I'm saying? So it's not just peace, it's love. The heart is tied in with your love. You know what I'm saying? So your heart is ready for peace. All right. So this is what you want to do. You want to take at least 30 minutes a day for like 7 days in a row. That's what you want to do. You want to, for 30 minutes a day, you want to find somewhere, if you got to do it in the morning, at night, whenever you know ain't nobody going to be messing with you. You want to get rid of your cell phone. You don't want to be having no social media, no music, no nothing. Just you and yourself and your thoughts. Not thinking about anything. I'm talking about, I don't need you having no external thoughts at all. Like, I don't care if it's, I want to think about abundance. I don't want you thinking about abundance. I don't want you thinking about nothing that's lack. You know what I'm saying? Don't think about nothing. If anything, you can think of the cow jumping over the moon. You know what I'm saying? Just think about that. But because you know that's not real, right? So just imagine that from a peaceful state. You just take 3, 4 to 5 deep breaths. Letting your heart know that it's safe. You know what I'm saying? You do that, and then you just sit with yourself for 30 minutes. Just sit with yourself for 30 good minutes. You get what I'm saying? And you do that for 7 days in a row. Now, this is what's happening. It's gonna calm your brain down. Now your brain is starting to see what it feels like to be calm. Now your subconscious starts. So we like that. That's what your subconscious is saying. It's like, it's observing. So it's like, so we like that. All right, we're gonna look for a little bit more of that. I actually like that more than the other stuff, to be honest. We're gonna look for some of that. If you keep doing it, you ain't gotta just make it 7 days. You can make this an everyday thing. You know what I'm saying? We are addictive. We do have an addictive nature. So if you like doing it, keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with it. I don't care if you gotta only meditate 5 minutes a day. Get it in. If you can get an hour in, more power to you. But most people got something to do every day. So I say about 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like you wake up in the morning cooking breakfast. Right before you cook breakfast, take about 15 minutes to do that. Matter of fact, I would suggest doing this before you put any food into your body at all. Just so you can fully feel yourself. You don't have nothing that's filling you up, that's holding you down. You have your maximum energy. You are proving to your energy that this is what I want to put my energy to. Just being still, not me eating a bunch of food and because I'm tired I gotta go lay down and fake peace. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm full of energy and I'm gonna sit here in that. I'm gonna sit here and be peaceful. You know what I'm saying? In the mind and in the body through the heart. So now your brain is calm. Now your heart will start to beat orderly and not so disorderly. See, we don't even realize that our heart be skipping beats and beating disorderly. You know what I'm saying? We want our heart to be orderly. All right. So, and I guarantee if you got any addictive problems, anything like that, after doing this for 7 days, it'll be easy. Well, it ain't gonna be super easy, but you can probably overcome. It'll help you to get to that level of the creative space. Like, you know what, I don't want to do this no more. And it give you that power because you are taking control of your life. But that's not what this is about. So these stressful, that's a lesson for another day. So these stressful environments affect children as well. All right. Now this right here, we get into the nitty gritty. All right. When we're talking about these kids, I want you to know that these stressful environments, all that drama on TV, over the phone, the radio, in the household, when you doing that, especially for small children between the ages of 0 to 7 years old, but even older, I want you to know that they like sponges. They mirror everything. They literally mirror everything. And this ain't just no, oh yeah, I heard that before. No, this is science-backed information, like what they call it. So it's called, they call them mirror neurons. Google that, mirror neurons in the brain. You know what I'm saying? We have them, children have them. The same way I just told you that all that's doing it to you, you're doing it to your kids. But see the difference with children, they don't have nothing blocking their conscious from their subconscious mind. So all of it's coming in the same. You know what I'm saying? it's all being observed like a sponge. That's everything. You know what I'm saying? That's all of it right there. The unconscious mind is all of them. So now they don't witness that. And guess what that does? Guess what these stress factors do? It takes away from your intelligence. It takes away from your creativity. It takes away from your productivity. So now you sending your kids to school, and you wonder why they ain't getting good grades because they got all this drama going on. They witnessing all this drama and this stress. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they go. So let's get into it. So these stressful environments affect your children, especially the younger years from 0 to 7. So yeah, I just told y'all most of this stuff. So understand this. So how do you show up for your kids? You can't just go in there and tell them like, nah, I need y'all to be at peace. I need you to stop doing this and doing that. You can tell them that, but you also gotta show them that. If you telling them to do one thing and you doing something totally different, it ain't gonna work because now they gotta watch you do it. You the show now. You showing them what's up, and who you think they gonna listen to? Who you think they get most of it from? The one that's got the same blood as them. You know what I'm saying? Or I mean, it ain't gotta be blood. It could just be look. Put like this. All right, so children model behavior, and if they don't have a role model to model, they're gonna model the only role model that they have. So they're gonna model that same behavior. All right, that's how they go. You know what I'm saying? So you want to show them what it looks like, peace and intelligence. You want to show them that. So now they can evolve from that. They can evolve from you in what you're doing. So show them what emotional intelligence looks like. You show your kids what emotional intelligence looks like, and I guarantee as they get older, they're going to be like your best friend. They're going to be like, man, this person took care of me as a child. I love them forever. Guess what? And that's going to get spread down. Now we are breaking generational curses. If it was a generational curse, or we keeping from gaining generational curses, because you never know. A lot of this stuff, I don't know how long it's been going on. A lot of this stuff new, but it was going on in the streets before it was going on in the household. A lot of times you can go home for peace, but now we got cell phones, TV, technology. It's all in the household. The home has been infiltrated. I ain't gonna point no fingers and say no names. I don't know who they are, but you already know that's the game. That's what's going down. So look, it's got to do with that dollar. I guarantee it. That capitalistic society. And I'm just saying we gotta get that money right. Gotta take care of these bills right. Let's just put it like that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all about physical slavery. Sometimes it's psychological, mental. So look. So if you yelling and screaming at your kids, especially you yelling and screaming at a 1-year-old, when that 1-year-old turns 2 or 3, they're gonna be yelling and screaming at you. And you be like, don't be yelling and screaming at me. Now they confused. Guess what that confusion leads to? More stress, more shame. Now they detached and got quiet. They don't know what to do. Now you got kids that's moving in silence, don't know what to do. They have no self-esteem because they don't know how to be. They just going off of what they see. You know what I'm saying? That's how they go. I'm just being 1,000 with you. So they learn from their parents. You know what I'm saying? So there's no door between. Man, we talked about all this already. So that's what that is. All right. So let's just see if I'm missing anything. I'm just gonna spit it from the paper just so y'all can understand, without all the passion. So when a child is observing a person living in stress and living in survival, they will in time begin to produce the same emotions that are created from watching their parents go through the same trauma, same event, or perception of life in itself. So the same thing that they see you do, they will wind up going through the same thing, because the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Do you feel me? That's what that means. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. If you do it, they will do it. All right? Now, what you want to show your kids, you want to teach your kids about things like affirmations. Speak positivity into your kids. Water them. You get what I'm saying? Treat them like fruits and vegetables that's plants that's growing. Put life into them. Speak life into your children. So guess what? They can speak it back into you. You see how they go? And then they gonna speak it into everybody else around them too. That's evolution at its finest right there. That's what it's supposed to be. So that's what we're gonna do. Like I said, it's not about saying it. It's not about telling them how to do it. It's about showing them the way. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a Bible verse. So this ain't in the Bible. This actually what I'm finna say is esoteric. And let thy will be thy way. You know what I'm saying? But in the Bible it says, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. As in earth, what it say? In earth as it hold on, in earth as it is in heaven. You know what I'm saying? So thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Up top, you know what I'm saying? Heaven on earth. You know what I'm saying? So that's Matthew 16. So I hope this makes sense. This is why peace is the way. I say.